Lynn on the line here with me. Are you there, Lynn?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
How are you?
Very well, very well. So tell me Lynn, what kind of work do you do? What is your profession?
I sell insurance.
Okay. Now, something made you...
Anyway.
Something made you respond to our text message there. So what is going on? Why are you looking around?
Oh, my goodness. Tired of driving around all day, cold calling, buying expensive bad leads that often, I don't know if you know, but they often don't work out.
I see.
I've had a few chargebacks lately, so I'm not really making much money because by the time I bring the money home, a couple months later, then I get the chargeback. So I really can't even afford this business, so I'm actually thinking of getting out of it.
I see. Okay. Now, if you join our team, first of all, our team is called Team One, and we're called Team One because we are, by a very wide margin, the fastest growing team in Transamerica. If you come aboard, I'm going to tell you what you will do and what you will not do. If you join our team, you will never work outside of your home. You will never cold call. You will never be instructed to sell anything to your friends or relatives. You'll never do paperwork. And you will find your chargebacks go down dramatically, probably like 95% reduction in chargebacks, go way down. What you will do is take only inbound calls from very motivated people. You will get paid 9 times per month for direct deposit your first year, and 10 times per month thereafter. As you're about to see, you will get paid extremely well, and most importantly, you will get paid for the rest of your life. Now, these people work for our company. These folks here made $5 million last year. Over here, $4 million. $2 million here. 1.5. All these people here make $1 million. Now, Lynn, is this a tad more than you make right now?
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a tad, or a lot of tads, huh?
Yeah, just a lot. Well, many tads. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the company, once again, is Transamerica. We're one of the top 10 insurance companies in the U.S. Been around for 106 years. There's a building in San Francisco, by the way, a beautiful building called the Transamerica Pyramid. We are owned by an even larger company out of Holland called Aegon. Now, Aegon's been around since 1844 for almost 200 years. I would imagine one of the things you're looking for is security. Am I correct?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Well, you absolutely have found it. Certainly have found it here. Now, let me use a background on myself. I began promoting this business on July the 9th of last year. Prior to that, I had no experience whatsoever in insurance. None, zero, nada. I did have 9 years of experience in internet marketing. So before I came aboard, I analyzed this program very carefully, and I realized there are 2 ways to promote this business. You can lead with a product or lead with the opportunity. Let me explain. Let's say you walked in a room with 100 people. Say, folks, we have got really good life insurance here. It's got living benefits, very stable company, very low premiums. How many here would to buy this life insurance policy? Out of 100 people, maybe one person will put hands up to buy it. True or false?
Very true, very true.
Okay. They walk in the same room with the same 100 people. Folks, how many here would like to work at home, taking home the inbound calls, earn well over $50,000 a month, never get laid off, and get paid for the rest of your life? What percentage put the hands up?
99?
Yeah, I'd be way up there, that's for sure. Okay, so I created a system where people would call me. How's it worked out? Well, I've got over a couple hundred people on my team now, less than 7 months. It's worked out extremely well. Now, let's get down to how we advertise. There are lots of ways to advertise, Lynn. You have your TV commercials and your radio spots and your print media, newspapers, magazines, your internet advertising. But the one thing that people always read are text messages to their cell phone. True or false?
True. You're right.
Now, I'm going to show you how the system's worked out. Okay. Now, this is a text message broadcast I did for myself here about a week ago. Now, most of the broadcasts now for other members of my team. This is for myself here. So this was 200 main broadcasts on the 23rd. And out of that, 197 names went out. Because, see, the system automatically removes people on the do not call list. Okay? So 197 went out at 11:46 a.m. Let's see what happened. All right, January 23rd at 11:51 a.m., 5 minutes later, the first lead came in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 so far. 10, 6, 7 here. Okay, 11, 12. 12 leads came in. 12 leads came in right there. Okay, now that's the 12.
That's more than I have in a whole. That's more than I have in a week.
Well, I've had days I've got over 20 leads in one day, so that's well, we had a lot more than that. So that's a 6% response rate. Now, why is it so high? Because we're only broadcasting to insurance agents, you see.
Ah, okay.
Now, let's get down to income potential. On a 1 to 10 scale, with 10 being the highest, how would you rate your communication skills? How well can you communicate?
About a 8.
Oh, no, you're higher than that. I'd say you're probably 9.5 or even 10. For 3 reasons. First of all, you have no accent. You're accent neutral. Okay? It's very good. Number 2, you have a very clear voice. And number 3, your grammar is excellent. Now, I average anywhere from around 7 to 17 signups every week, but I'm not going to use those numbers here. Let's just say you're averaging, 3 a week. 3 people a week join your team, 12 a month. Put down 12 over here. Okay, now look at my red cursor, right? Okay, here it is right there. And what is your monthly income right there? How much?
$2,282.
That's right. Now, in Transamerica, we have a program called a Fast Track program that pays literally over 10 times more for doing the same exact thing. So here's how that program works. Because Transamerica is an insurance company, everyone that comes aboard gets one policy for themselves. It could be on themselves, or their wife, their kids, doesn't matter, grandkids even. Okay, these numbers here are based upon a little $50 a month policy up here. See the $50 over here? Okay, now let's say you upgraded to a $300 a month policy. Watch what happens to your income. Now, instead of being paid as a training rep, you're being paid from day one as an agency manager over here. You have the same 12 signups here. Now on the right, now what's your income over there on the right?
$24,648.
That's correct. Now,
wow.
All right. Now, is that a little bit better than what you do right now? Is that better? About $300,000 a year. Much better?
Much better.
Okay. Now, let's say you're pretty good at this. When you reach a point, you're averaging 1 sign up a day. 1 person joins your team every day. That's 5 a week, 20 a month. Now, my personal record is 8 in one day. So one day, very doable. Okay? So you have once again, 1 a day, 5 a week, 20 signups a month. Now, when you have 20 people on your team, you're what is known as a senior vice president of our company. 3 things happen. Number 1, your commissions go up by around 50%. Number 2, your team now becomes your legal property. In fact, you could sell it if you wanted to. We had a fellow sold his team in December of last year for $8 million. It's your property. And the third thing is, from that point on, overrides kick in, which are paid down to 6 generations of your team. Okay? So, you have 20 people on your team as a senior vice president here, 20 cents for the month, that is. And your income is now how much per month over here on the right? How much per month?
No. 59,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, let me stop for a second, explain to you the logic behind this whole thing. If you sell an insurance policy, if you sell a policy, a year later, if you're lucky, the policy still exists. Or it may have canceled or lapsed, something like that. Okay, so what we do here is we enroll insurance agents to our team. Now, there are 9 million insurance agents in the U.S., 9 million, and I'd be willing to wager those 9 million people, insurance agents, 99.9% of them are unhappy with their income, their leads, quality of leads or lack of leads, too many chargebacks, having to drive around, cold call, or chasing friends and relatives to buy policies. What do you think?
Yes, it's very high.
Okay.
Most are unhappy.
That's right.
My agent friends, none of us are very happy right now.
We're looking for a better system here. You see? We have it. Okay? So everything is done online. We don't drive around ever. We don't deliver policies. We deliver policies by email. Okay? No driving around whatever. Taking only men calls. So as these insurance people switch over to our team, they just get one policy themselves. That's all they get. And then they enroll other insurance agents who call them on their team, and they buy just one policy themselves right over here. Okay? You follow?
Okay.
Okay. Now, they grow. Now, here's the thing now. Insurance policies by themselves don't multiply, but people do. For example, I've got a fellow on my team who came aboard 4 months ago. He's now got 66 people on his team. 66 people, and it's growing like this. Imagine your team grows like this. Guess what happens to your income?
Wow.
Guess what happens to your income? It grows and grows and grows and grows, you see? Now, in your situation right now, if you stop selling insurance tomorrow, what would happen to your income?
It would almost disappear.
Yeah, okay. And now, a year from now, if you stop selling insurance tomorrow, a year from now, how much would you be making? Probably
Honestly, maybe 20 to 30,000, depending on who renews.
Well, okay, well, that's very optimistic here. In most cases, it's darn near close to zero, okay? Because remember, as people drop out, you're getting all these chargebacks, which wipe out the income from your renewals. You see what I'm saying?
Very, very true, very true.
Okay, all right. So I've got now well over 200 people on my team and growing. If I quit today, in fact, my team will continue to grow. And as it grows, my income continues to grow. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Now try this Monday morning. Walk in your boss's office Monday morning and say, you know something, boss? I'm pretty much done. I've had it. I want to cash out. So I want you to give me $5 million for my job right now. What would he say to you? What would he say to you?
Yeah, you would think I was on drugs or something.
Okay. So like I said now, we can sell our teams. It's our property. Once you become a senior vice president, it's your legal property that's vested here. You can sell it. When you become a senior vice president now, the first bonus pool level kicks in, okay? This we have $75,000 in policies, roughly 22 policies here. Now, depending on how fast your group is growing, your monthly bonuses range from $2,000 to $15,000 per month. Now, when you have 3 SCPs on your front line, okay, very important, your front line, okay, you're the executive marketing director. At that point, you get $20,000 to $30,000 per month in bonuses here. Now that really jumps up big time, okay? Now this should take you, I would say, probably, I don't know, 1-2 years, something like that, you know? Okay, when you have 6 frontline senior vice presidents, at that point, talking $40,000, $50,000 a month. And finally, when you're chairman, you have 9 SCPs under you. Now you're talking $80,000 to $100,000 a month in bonuses. That's over basically about $1 million a year, or $1.2 million. Now this is kind of a transition here we're going through. Now about 40 years ago, there was a similar transition in the computer industry. Way back in the mid-'70s, computers were primarily these big mainframe computers. And then a guy came along named Bill Gates and some other people there. Next thing you know, you have all these PCs coming out, personal computers, okay? Now, so Bill Gates was in a big transition from mainframes to PCs. So what happened to Bill Gates financially? What happened to him?
He became a multi-billionaire.
That's right. In fact, he's worth $133 billion right there. Okay. Now, about 20 years ago, another transition. This time in the retail industry. See, 20 years ago, retail was primarily these big stores and shopping malls, stuff like that. Stores like Sears and JCPenney and Toys R Us and Montgomery Ward's and so on. And those stores are either going out of business or closing stores right now to try to stay alive here. Okay. And they transitioned over to an online marketing system. They probably did, like Amazon, comes like that. There's a fellow in the middle of that transition. His name is Bill Gates. I'm sorry, Jeff Bezos of Amazon. Okay, what happened to Jeff Bezos?
Same thing, multi-billionaire.
That's right. We're $150 billion right now, climbing. Okay. Now we have a transition now because our company has found a way to do everything online. No more face-to-face, in-home presentations, all that kind of stuff here, okay? So we're transitioning from brick-and-mortar insurance agencies and offices and so forth, right, over to a completely virtual system where everybody calls us here. Okay, it's all done online. And those people, in the middle of this transition, as people switch over from your regular insurance stuff, going to people's houses and driving around, over to our system, they can end up with your team. In the process, they can make you a great deal of money, which will continue for the rest of your life. How's that sound?
Incredible, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's true. It's happening right now. That's how Team One is the fastest growing team in this company. Now, about 20 years ago, there was a company called Blockbuster Video. Remember Blockbuster Video? Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened to them? What happened to them?
They went out of business.
That's right.
Probably because of Netflix.
Exactly. You see, Netflix had a way to rent videos without having to get in your car and drive to the video store and all that kind of stuff. And now it's done totally online. Okay? All right? Now, here's what's ironic. Netflix approached Blockbuster to buy them out. Blockbuster laughed at them and kicked them out of their office. And no way, get out of here. Because Blockbuster did not have a vision to see what was happening in the industry and with consumers and so on. You see? So now Blockbuster is ancient history, and that Netflix is making billions. So unfortunately, the only people in this call that just don't have the vision to see what's happening. So all these insurance agents who are going to people's houses and driving around brick and mortar agencies and all that overhead and all that kind of stuff, they're going to transition over to an online system like ours. And the people involved with that can make a whole lot of money, a whole lot of money. Now, how's it to retire in the next 1 to 2 years at over $100,000 a month for the rest of your life? And I am dead serious here, dead serious.
Is that even possible?
Oh yeah, it's very possible. Okay. Let me explain. Now, let me keep these numbers very, very low here, Lynn. Keep them conservative here. Let's say you're averaging only one sign-up a week, which is really low. I've done 19 1 week. Just 1 week is extremely low. 1 a week times 50 weeks in a year is 50 people in your team, times 2 years is 100 people. Okay? Have you got that?
Okay.
Okay. Now, this calculator here has 2 sections to it. The top section where it says base reduction is what you're paid on your personal activities. The bottom section, overall production, is what you're paid on the activities of your team. Okay? So you have 100 people on your team after 2 years, just 1 a week. All right. And those people that are on your team are doing just as badly as you are. They're only averaging 1 sign-up a week. Okay? So that's 4 a month. So 4 sign-ups a month times 100 people is 400. Now, are you with me so far? Have you got that?
Yes.
100 people doing 4 sign-ups a month, okay? All right. Now, look over here and tell me what will your monthly overrides will be. How much?
$176,000.
That's exactly right. Or about $2 million a year. What is that? I'm sorry?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or about $2 million a year. $2 million a year. Now, your second year, renewals kick in, which has another $117,000 income. Now you're way over $2 million a year. You see? Okay?
Wow.
Okay. Now, the question is, first of all, well, what about chargebacks? Now, let's just say you're this person here, okay? And you got your $300 per month policy up here, and you let that policy lapse. So you let it lapse, it goes to 0. Let's see what happens to your income. What happens to your income? It goes to 0. You see?
Oh.
So for letting your policy lapse, you're losing over $100,000 a month. Now, what are the chances here, Lynn, of you letting your policy lapse? What are the chances?
Never.
It's about 0.
Possible.
Yeah.
0.
Okay. Right. Because you said lose a lot more money by letting it lapse here. You see. So you probably pay your insurance policy before you pay your house payment, right? It's that important.
Oh yes.
Yes. So we don't have a problem with chargeback. Here's the deal. If you had a $300 a month policy and you're making $500 a month, right? Would you let your policy lapse and go to 0? Probably not. Probably not. No. You make so make some money. So as long as you're making over $300 a month, your policy is now making you money. See, insurance by itself is a cost factor. Okay? Costs you money everywhere. In our situation, your policy actually makes you money. Now, I'm sometimes like, well, you're only selling to insurance agents. Okay, let me clue you in. If you sell a policy to an insurance agent or an astronaut or a deep-sea diver, either way, the commission is the same. You see? But with insurance agents,
It's a policy.
exactly.
I see what you're saying. The policy is a policy.
That's right. But with insurance agents, they multiply because now they can build a team of other agents who buy a policy themselves, and it grows and grows and grows and grows. Okay? Now, let me ask you, this number over here, 2,200,000 a year right there, is that a good number to retire on?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
well, that number's wrong. It's actually much higher. Let me explain. Go back to the yellow column. This time look to the left over here. And this one says 17% overrides, first level, then 8%, then 5%, 3, 2, and 1. See over here? See it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I've only included the top 2 levels here. Now let's take it down one more level here, Lynn. Let's say the 5%. The people on that third level, they are absolutely horrible. Horrible. They're only averaging 1 sign-up every 2 weeks, right? No, 1 sign-up every 2 weeks, okay? So that's 2 a month times 400 people, okay? All right, here you go. Okay, now look over here and tell me what would be your monthly overrides from just that. How much right there?
320,000.
That's right. Okay, or over $10,000 a day, 365 days a year. Now, is that a good retirement? $10,000 a day?
Oh, yes.
And
I
then
didn't
growth?
start with that.
Okay, now we got people in the audience here. They're saying, "Oh, this is not possible. No way. No how." Okay, let me show you something over here. Let's pull this video up. Okay. And we'll start the beginning over here. It's a short video.
Please help me welcome Mr. Swan Win! Introducing Executive Chairman Swan Win.
Now, does that kind of like a regular Joe to you, a regular person?
Yes, he does.
Just a little pot belly there, you know, regular guy. Okay, that regular
He
guy.
actually looks like one of my. He actually looks like one of my neighbors.
Yeah. Okay. That regular guy made $2.2 million here at Lynn Company. $2.2 million last month. I'm not kidding you.
What?
Last month. That's right. He's got a rather large team. He's getting overrides from all those people here. Okay? And his income is going up because his team is growing. In fact, he's expected this year to break over $30 million for the year 2019. $30 million. Now, where are you here? In Tallahassee, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I realize, talking to the ladies from Tallahassee, the $30 million a year is not a lot of money to you. That's a lot of money to me. Right? Okay.
Yes.
So here's my point. Here's my point. These numbers we looked at earlier look pretty unrealistic and impossible to attain because you're relating these numbers in as the efforts of one person like yourself. Now, the chance of one insurance agent by himself making this kind of money is about 0. Okay? But if you got 500 people in a team or 1,000 people or 5,000 or so on, you see, they become very, very attainable. Now, the most important thing in this situation is this.
I see. I'm understanding it now. Yes.
You're getting it. Okay, good.
I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the most important thing is this, though. With this system, 1 to 2 years, and you're done. 1 to 2 years, you're done. Okay. Go retire and travel and buy that beautiful home that you want to get there on the ocean, lake, whatever you want to. You got the time and the money to do it with. Because by that point, 1 to 2 years from now, you got people in your team, and you got leaders on your team. They're all building their individual teams. What you're getting paid on, your income continues to grow for the rest of your life. You see? All right, now.
So everybody, you and then everybody you bring in there, everybody's building their own online.
Exactly, from people who call them.
So I'm trying to think, why would anybody want to quit or stop doing that?
Well, you know, I mean, okay,
it makes sense.
Okay, like myself here, you know, I really enjoy what I do. I love the people I work with here. So I'm not sure I'd ever just quit. I mean, personally, I probably go stir crazy. So I may cut it back to 3 or 4 hours a day, something like that. But instead of do nothing all day, I'd go nuts, you see. So, but the most important thing is this here, Lou. You have choices now, okay? If you want to go for the Tahiti in the wintertime, go for it, okay? Want to spend the Christmas in Switzerland, go for it. You see, you're not chained to a job. You don't have to constantly chasing the next paycheck and so on. I talked to a fellow a month ago. He's in Fresno, California. And he's out there selling insurance door to door, a lot of times at nighttime, okay? He's 82 years of age. 82.
Oh, my.
Right?
Oh, my.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm 82, the last thing I'm going to be doing is selling insurance door to door. Well, how about you?
That sounds horrible. Horrible.
Well, you got to do it to survive. Okay, let's try this all over here. Let's see if this is a good lead or bad. Let's try this guy here.
Orlando Standard 480-580-3031, interest level 10, and this is the third time I've left this message.
Okay? They do that. Sometimes we get absolutely barraged with calls. Barrage here. I mean, look at all the calls this one day here, January 21st. See all these calls come in the same day? See this, all this? Right? We get barraged with calls here. Bottom of the system, we can bury you in these of incoming people who are interested. Okay? Let's try this. Let's over here, Marlene. In fact, she's one. Here you go. She called twice. See right there? Her phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what this is here.
Hi, this is Marlene Guthardt again, and I did want to hear your message again because as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I am extremely interested. So my degree of interest is a 10, and I really want to hear more about it. Your approach is quite unique. So usually I just delete all my messages. This time, the text, like I said, quite unique. So yes, I'm extremely interested. That's a 10. So yes, call me back or return my call at 480-703-1997.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got a good lead or a bad lead? Got a good lead or a bad lead?
That's amazing.
Well, he does duplicate over here. No one needs to call twice. And have his friendly office here, you see? And then now we're starting to get, we had a guy come over yesterday. He's got an agency of 150 people. He's bringing them all over. You see? That's what's happening. Now, in fact, he said, I'm looking for a virtual system. You guys got it. How do I sign up? You see? That's what happened. Now, let's get down to income. Okay, income. All right, now, for a $300 policy, and by the way, everybody on my team has a $300 policy simply because they get paid 10 times more. I mean, that's a no-brainer, okay? So, for that, you're commissioning your $2,054 right there, $2,054. Now, you have a choice. You do your own paperwork, or you have a team leader do your paperwork for you. I choose the latter, and I'll tell you why. The real money is not made in personal commissions. The real money is made in overrides. So if a team leader builds and does the paperwork for you, you can build your team a lot faster. Like, for example, I had one day, I think I told you, I had 8 signups in one day, okay? There's no way in the world I could have done that if I'm doing my own paperwork. So let them do it because of the overrides. You get all of the overrides, 100%. You don't share them with anybody, you see? So if a team leader does paperwork for you, you're paid 65% of this here, 65%. Oops, a mistake right there, pardon me. Times 0.65, here we go. And commission 1335 right there. Okay? Now, if you're averaging, oh gosh, anywhere from, okay, we'll be conservative, 5 to 15 leads a day. Monday through Saturday, okay, 5 to 15 leads a day. Could you set aside maybe, I don't know, 6 people in a week? I'll tell you what, let's just say you set up 4 people a week. With all leads coming in, right, 4 people we set up. So watch what happens to your income. Times 4 people times 4.33 weeks in the month. Okay? What's your income per month right there? How much?
23,000.
Yeah. Now, this is only an upfront commissions here. This is not including your overrides down the road, which once is where the real money is. Now, the company pays us very, very quickly. When a policy is submitted, Transamerica pays us on the 40% of the commission right there before the policy is even underwritten. Okay, 40% is paid to us. Now, we get paid on Tuesdays and Fridays by direct deposit, all right? And then when the policy is issued, the remaining 66% is paid to you, 60, okay? They pay us very, very quickly. They pay us frequently every Tuesday and Friday there. All right, now, as far as becoming part of our company here, what is that? I'm sorry?
I said that sounds great. That sounds great.
Now, one other question here. One other question here is, you're buying leads, right? You're buying leads?
Yes.
If you can ask you, how much you spend a week on leads? What do you spend on leads for a week?
Well, each depending on the type, anywhere from 25 to 35 a lead.
So would you say you're spending $100 a week on that?
I'll tell you, yeah, easily.
Okay.
And most are not very good.
All right. Okay, now how much you spend on gas every week to drive all around these appointments? What do you spend on gas?
Probably 40.
Okay.
$40
You spend $100 a week, 40, maybe $500, $600 a month, maybe more. Okay, all right. Now, our leads cost 35 down to 17. Okay, so be aware that 35 cents down to 17 cents per lead. By leads in volume. Well, leads are only insurance agents from your state. Okay, so we broadcast them for you at no cost. The leads come into your system here. So every night, send me a text message. John, send out 3 leads tomorrow. Send out 4 leads tomorrow, or 10, 100 leads, or whatever it is. And we broadcast for you. The calls come in. They're your leads. Simple as that. Okay? Very simple and absolutely works. Now let's get down to, to be part of our company, what is involved? There's a background check here. Now, we're looking for felonies related to money, like bank robbery, embezzlement, bank fraud, wire fraud, stuff like that. Okay? All right? Now, if you've been involved with Transamerica before, or one of its divisions called WFG, that is actually waived. But you cannot have written a policy in the last 9 months. So if you've been involved with us before, but you're dormant, you haven't written a policy in the last 9 months, then that month is there is waived. No $125. Then you got $60 to set up your personal website. That tracks your commission and your team. Then you get your policy down here. Now, on these policies here, there's one thing I really like. They have what are called living benefits. So let's say, God forbid, you got into a car crash, or you're very sick, you're in the hospital. Transamerica will advance to you up to 90% of the death benefit while you're alive. Okay? Now, you may have medical insurance, stuff like that, but if you're in the hospital, who's going to pay your house payment and your car payment and your light bill, stuff like that? You see? So the living benefit covers all that. It's wonderful. All right? Lots of security. Now, expenses here, your system which handles your leads is called 800 Link. The system here is a great system, $40 a month, unlimited calls. Now, every time you get a lead, the system sends you a text message telling you you've got a lead automatically. It's a great system. Okay. Then you got your advertising, anywhere from 100 to 150 a week, depending on how much money you want to make. Okay. You get your personal website, which is $20 a month. That tracks your team and your commissions. Down below, 2 telephones. Now, these are landlines. This is a real business line. Now, a bank is real business. Now, walk into a bank, on everybody's desk, what do you see? You see a landline, right? Not a cell phone. Correct?
Right.
Okay? So in our business here, we need 2 lines. For example, let's say a person wants to join my team. I call a team leader, like Greg or Mike or Greg or Pete or Tom. We have more than training, by the way. And Greg, I've got John Smith here. Want to join my team? Dick Aaron, please? Sure. So Greg gets John's phone number and calls John directly and signs him up on my team. That's simple as that. I have no paperwork. It's wonderful. Okay? All right, so you need a 2-line phone for that, though. Okay? Then you got your policy here. And bottom line is $800 to $1,000 a month. 1 enrollment per month covers all of that with $300 left over. And 0 expenses for gas. Your car maintenance goes way down. And you don't need, in my situation, because I drive so little, I drive less than 2,000 miles a month. I mean, I go to the grocery store and I go to church, a couple things. So my insurance would cut down to more than half because I'm not driving all over the place. You see? My car's like it's brand new. You see? So that's what happens here. Now, The floor is yours here, Lynn. What questions have you got for me?
You were very thorough. I don't really have any questions, but I'm very, very interested.
Well, the number one question people have for me is, can I start off part-time? The answer to that is absolutely yes. You can't start off part-time with
Well,
us.
actually, yes, I was thinking about that. Thinking about that too.
Can't start off part-time.
Is that allowed?
No problem. You have absolute control over your time. You work for us mornings, afternoons, nighttime, whatever. You have total control, okay? So leads come in, you call them back in the morning or the afternoon, nighttime. Total control. Start part-time. As your income group goes up, we're full-time. But let me tell you something. Actually, let me ask you this. Right now, is your retirement where you want it to be? Right now?
No. That's why I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, all right. So what I'm saying...
I've been looking for something better because I thought there's no way I could keep going the way I'm going.
Uh-huh. Well, here's the deal here. When you know that you retired over $100,000 a month, that totally changed your outlook on your life. Totally changed your outlook. It's absolutely wonderful. When you see your team growing, I mean, every day I get people call me, hey, Don, yeah, this is Frank. Do I know you? Well, I'm on your team. Oh, okay, Frank. Well, welcome aboard. And who signed you up? And so on. They're coming aboard here. In fact, I'm not even sure. I don't know if I've ever on a team yet. There's going to be for the size of that 278 people actually here. So it's growing and growing and growing. And my income is going up every blue month. You can't help but get excited over that. You see? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. All right. So bottom line.
Fantastic. This sounds really good.
It is. I'm telling you.
So what's the next step?
Well, I got to get you signed up here. Now, what I do first, though, is for the audience here. Now, for those of you that would like to see what's coming aboard here, I would recommend that you get back with the person who sent you this webinar to answer your questions here. If I'll come tell you here, this is real. In fact, I've got a guy on my team, and I didn't tell him to do it, but he signed up his father, his licensed insurance agent. His father's on board. He signed up his brother, Steve. He's on board. And now his son is studying for the insurance exam. He's going to sign up his son. Now, nobody would sign up their father, their brother, and their son with something if it wasn't real. Right, Lynn? What do you think?
Definitely not, no.
No, this is very real.
No, I see that this is real because you're associated with Transamerica.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, that adds the credibility, because if it wasn't a company like that, I don't think we'd still be talking.
That's right. And quite frankly, if I wasn't getting paid properly, I wouldn't be here. Simple as that. Okay, I wouldn't be here. We're doing this. All right. So those of you that call, I would recommend get back with the person who sent you this webinar here today. I want to thank all of you for coming, and have a wonderful weekend.